Hong Kong, 1958. Two teenage boys face each other on a rooftop. Both students of Ip Man, both trained in Wing Chun, both considered prodigies, but only one can prove he's better. The fight lasts 3 minutes. When it's over, one boy has a broken nose. The other has a shattered friendship. They never speak again. 50 years later, one is a global legend. The other lives in obscurity, still bitter about what happened that day. Let me tell you about the fight that changed Bruce Lee forever. 1956, Hong Kong. Bruce Lee is 16 years old. Angry teenager, street fighter, getting into trouble. His mother sends him to Ip Man, the Wing Chun master, hoping martial arts will give him discipline. Bruce arrives at the school, skeptical. I already know how to fight. Ip Man watches him, calm, patient. Show me. Bruce throws punches, wild, powerful, no technique. Ip Man stops him. You know how to brawl, not how to fight? There's a difference. Bruce is offended, but stays. Something about Ip Man commands respect. Bruce begins training Wing Chun basics, centerline theory, economy of motion. At first he's bored. This is too slow, too simple. Ip Man smiles. Simple is not easy. Master the simple. Then you master everything. Bruce trains harder, starts to understand the efficiency, the precision, the control. He improves rapidly. Within months, he's one of the best students. But there's another, William Cheung, 2 years older, training longer, Ip Man's senior student. William is excellent, technical, disciplined, traditional. Everything by the book. Bruce is different, creative, adaptive, questions everything. At first they're friends, training partners, pushing each other, learning together, but competition grows. William sees Bruce as threat. He's been training 2 years. I've been training 6. Why does Sifu give him so much attention? Bruce sees William as obstacle. He's good, but stuck in tradition, not evolving. The tension builds, subtle at first, harder sparring, sharper words, challenging each other in front of other students. Ip Man notices, says nothing, lets it develop, knowing some lessons can only be learned through experience. 1958, the breaking point. Class is over, students are talking. Bruce demonstrates a technique, his interpretation, modified from traditional Wing Chun. William interrupts. That's wrong. That's not how Sifu teaches it. Bruce turns. It's not wrong. It's adapted, more efficient. You can't just change Wing Chun. It's been perfected over centuries. Nothing is perfect. Everything can improve. William steps closer. You've been training 2 years. I've been training 6. Don't lecture me about Wing Chun. Bruce doesn't back down. Time training doesn't matter. Understanding matters. You follow blindly, I think. The room goes silent. Other students watching. This is escalating. William's face reddens. You think you're better than me? I think I'm smarter than you. William shoves Bruce. Hard. Bruce stumbles back, catches himself. The students gasp. This is serious now. Physical. Bruce's eyes narrow. Don't touch me again. William shoves him again. What are you going to do? Bruce's hands clench. He's been in street fights. Many. But never with a fellow student. Never with someone trained. William sees the hesitation. That's what I thought. All talk. Turns to walk away. Bruce grabs his shoulder, spins him around. Rooftop, now! William smiles. Cold smile. Finally. They go to the rooftop. Above the school, private, no teachers, just students. Word spreads, everyone follows. Forming a circle, Bruce and William, in the center, staring at each other. One student asks, Are you really doing this? Bruce doesn't answer, just takes his stance. William does the same. Traditional Wing Chun, proper form, textbook. Bruce's stance is different, already evolving, slightly wider, more mobile. Ready, they begin. No referee, no rules, just 2 students. Settling a score. William attacks first. Chain punches, fast, straight, center line. Bruce blocks, deflects. But William is good, keeps pressure. Overwhelming volume. Bruce backpedals, then changes strategy, stops retreating, advances into William's punches, jamming them. Too close to generate power. Throws an elbow. William didn't expect. Catches his shoulder. William stumbles, recovers, throws a low kick. Bruce checks it, shin to shin. Both feel it. They reset, circling now. More careful, more respect. William feints. Bruce doesn't bite. Waits, patient. William commits. Straight punch, full power. Bruce slips, minimal movement. Counters, punch to the ribs, hard. William's breath leaves, but he doesn't stop. Grabs Bruce, clinches. They grapple. Wrestling now. Not Wing Chun, just survival. Bruce is stronger. From street fighting. From brawling. Throws William. William goes down, gets up quickly. Face red. Embarrassed, angry, rushes Bruce. Wild now. Technique gone. Just rage. Bruce sees it. Sidesteps. William runs past, off balance. Bruce sweeps his leg. William crashes. Harder this time. Bruce stands over him. Could punch down, could kick, could finish it, but doesn't. Offers his hand. It's over. William slaps it away. Gets up alone. Wipes blood from his lip. It's not over. Attacks again. Bruce blocks. Counters. Punch to the face. William's nose. Crack. Blood. Lots of it. William drops to his knees, holding his nose, bleeding through his fingers. The students rush in, separating them. It's over. Stop. Bruce steps back, breathing hard, looking at his hand, covered in William's blood. Realizes what he just did. Broke his classmate's nose, his friend's nose. Over what? Pride? Ego? Proving who's better? He feels sick, not from the fight, from the reason. William is taken downstairs, needs medical attention. Bruce stays on the rooftop, alone, processing. If you love Bruce Lee stories, subscribe. I post rare stories every day. Ip Man appears. He was watching. From the doorway. The whole time. Sifu, Ip Man raises his hand. Silence. You won the fight, but lost something more important. What? Bruce thinks. My friend. Yes. And why? Because I let ego control me. I had to prove I was better. I had to win. Ip Man nods. Winning is easy. Being right is easy. But wisdom? Wisdom is knowing when to fight and when to walk away. You had many chances to walk away. You chose to fight. Why? Bruce struggles. He challenged me. In front of everyone. I couldn't back down. Why not? They'd think I was weak. And now? What do they think? Bruce looks down. That I'm violent. That I broke my friend's nose over nothing. Ip Man puts his hand on Bruce's shoulder. Today you learned the most important lesson. That real strength is not in defeating others. It's in defeating yourself. Your anger, your pride, your need to prove. Master that, and you master everything else. Bruce bows. Deep bow. Ashamed. Ip Man leaves. Bruce goes downstairs. Finds William. Being treated. Nose is broken. Needs to be set. Bruce approaches. William, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. William turns away. Get away from me. Please, let me. You got what you wanted. You proved you're better. Now leave. Bruce tries again. Over the next days. Weeks. Months. William won't speak to him. Won't train with him. Avoids him completely. Other students notice. The friendship is over, destroyed, by 3 minutes. On a rooftop. Over nothing that mattered. Bruce is haunted by this. For years, the memory of William's blood on his hand, of the friendship, broken because of pride. 1959. Bruce moves to America, leaves Hong Kong, leaves Ip Man, leaves Wing Chun, starts fresh, but carries the lesson about ego, about unnecessary fighting, about the cost of proving you're right. He develops a new philosophy, not about fighting, about avoiding fights. The best fight is the one that never happens. This comes from that rooftop, From William. From regret. In America, Bruce is challenged, many times, by martial artists, wanting to test him, wanting to prove themselves. Bruce turns down most. I have nothing to prove. Some call him scared. He doesn't care. Remembers William. Remembers the blood. Remembers the cost. Only fights. When absolutely necessary. When no other option. When someone won't back down. And even then, holds back. Controls himself. Never goes too far. Never breaks noses. Never destroys friendships. Because he learned, the hard way, that winning a fight sometimes means losing everything else. 1972. Bruce is famous, movie star, icon, but still carries regret. About William, he writes a letter, never sends it, found after his death. Dear William, I think about that day often. The rooftop, the fight, your broken nose, my broken friendship. I was wrong, not about the technique, but about everything else. I let pride control me. I needed to prove I was better. But better at what? Fighting? That's not what matters. What matters is being a good person, a good friend. And that day I was neither. I wish I could go back, walk away. Let you have the last word. Let you think you won. Because losing that argument would have been nothing compared to what I actually lost. Your friendship, your respect, my own self-respect. If I could tell my younger self one thing, it would be this. Don't fight William, walk away. Your ego isn't worth his broken nose. Your pride isn't worth his hatred. Win the argument, lose the friend. That's the worst trade you'll ever make. I'm sorry, William. I was wrong. I hope someday you can forgive me, even though I don't deserve it. Bruce. The letter is found. 1973. After Bruce dies, Linda finds it, tries to send it to William, finds him in Hong Kong, still teaching, still practicing Wing Chun, gives him the letter. William reads it, tears form. Tell Linda, thank you, and tell Bruce, if he can hear, that I forgive him. I forgave him years ago, but I was too proud to say it. Now it's too late, Linda tells him. It's not too late. He wanted you to know. He carried this regret for 15 years. Your forgiveness, even now, means something. William nods. We were boys, stupid boys, fighting over nothing. I was as much to blame. I pushed him. I challenged him. I made it physical. His response was just what he did after. The apology, the attempts to reconcile. That showed his character. I was the one who refused, who held the grudge, who let pride destroy the friendship. Not him, me. They talk for hours about Bruce, about that day, about regrets. Both men, older now, wiser, understanding that the fight wasn't about Wing Chun or technique or who was better. It was about two boys trying to find themselves through combat and losing each other in the process. If you love Bruce Lee stories, subscribe. I post rare stories every day. William shares something. After Bruce left, I changed, became softer, less competitive, because I realized what he realized that day, that winning doesn't matter if you lose yourself or others in the process. Linda asks, do you still teach? Yes, but differently. I tell my students about Bruce, about that fight, about the lesson we both learned, that the greatest victory is avoiding the fight, is walking away, is preserving relationships, over proving points. Bruce would be happy to hear that. I hope so, because he taught me, even in defeat, even in regret, even in absence, he's still my teacher, my friend, my brother. William continues, opens up about the years after. For a long time I was angry, bitter. I told people I won that fight, that Bruce got lucky, that if we fought again, I'd destroy him. All lies to myself, to others, to protect my ego. When did you stop? When I saw him on TV in America, teaching, speaking about philosophy, about wisdom, about avoiding unnecessary conflict. I realized he learned the lesson. from our fight, and I hadn't. What lesson? That the fight proved nothing. We were both good, both skilled, both students of Ip Man. The fight didn't determine who was better. It just determined who was angrier that day, who let emotion control them. We both did. But Bruce learned from it, changed from it, grew from it. I just stayed bitter. Linda listens, understanding. He wrote about you in his journals, many times, always with regret, always wishing he could apologize properly. William's eyes water, and I would have accepted if I hadn't been so stubborn, so proud. I saw him once, 1971, in Hong Kong. He was visiting Ip Man. I could have approached, could have said something, could have reconciled. I walked past, pretended not to see him. That was my last chance, and I wasted it. 2 years later, he was gone. The weight of this hangs heavy. Two friends, separated by pride, for 15 years. One dies. Before reconciliation, the other lives. With regret. I tell my students now, if you have conflict with someone, resolve it. Today, not tomorrow, not next year. Today, because tomorrow, they might be gone, and you'll carry that weight. Forever. I know, because I carry it. William's teaching changes. After this conversation with Linda, he becomes known, not for technique, but for wisdom, for teaching conflict resolution, for teaching humility, for teaching that relationships matter more than being right. His students respect him, not because he's the best fighter, but because he's honest about his failures, about his regrets, about the cost of ego. One student asks years later, Sifu, if you could fight Bruce Lee again, would you? William smiles, sad smile. No, not to fight, but to talk, to laugh, to train together, as friends, as brothers, the way we should have been. That's what I'd do, not fight, never fight. That fight cost me 15 years of friendship, of growth, of shared journey. I wouldn't trade one conversation for 1,000 victories. This becomes his legacy, not as Bruce Lee's rival, but as the man who learned from losing a friend that winning isn't everything. The story of Bruce and William becomes a parable. In martial arts schools worldwide, teachers tell it to students who argue, who compete, who let ego control them. Remember Bruce and William, two brothers who let one fight destroy their friendship. Don't be them, be better than them. Walk away, preserve the relationship. The fight will be forgotten. The lost friendship will be regretted forever. The story spreads about Bruce and William, the rooftop fight, the broken nose, the broken friendship, the lifetime of regret, and finally, the forgiveness. Too late for Bruce to hear, but not too late to matter. Martial artists around the world learn from this, that fighting, especially against friends, costs more than it wins. That ego is the enemy, not the opponent. That proving you're right is worthless if you lose what matters. Bruce Lee's first real fight against William Cheung wasn't his greatest victory. It was his greatest lesson that he carried for life and passed on to millions through his philosophy, his teaching, his regret. 2 boys, 1 rooftop, 3 minutes, 1 broken nose, 1 broken friendship, and a lesson that transcends martial arts and speaks to being human, making mistakes, carrying regret, and seeking forgiveness, even when it's too late to hear the answer.